Hey guys, welcome to my video. Today I'll be showing you how to make fresh pico de gallo with only 5 ingredients and some seasoning. The ingredients are tomatoes, jalapenos, purple onion, cilantro, and lime. Some simple tools you will also need is a cutting knife, a juicer, a spoon, a cutting board, and a big bowl to put everything in. These are the seasonings I use. I use salt, pepper. I use the jalapeno rub because I like the extra kick of heat, but if you don't, just some basic garlic powder will do. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna dice these tomatoes. First, you start off by cutting off the ends. And then you're gonna take one long slice down the middle. And then you're gonna take another slice right down the middle. Followed up by longwise cuts to make them into slices. And then cuts horizontally to make them diced. And you'll repeat for all the tomatoes. Once you have all your tomatoes diced, you're just gonna put them into the bowl, and that's step 1 completed. Next, we're gonna slice the jalapenos. The jalapenos are probably the hardest vegetable to cut because you have to de-seed them. So we start by cutting off the stem. And then you're gonna take one long slice down the middle to cut it in half. And this is where your spoon comes in handy because you're gonna take your spoon and you're just gonna scrape out all the seeds. Then you're gonna take, like the tomato, you're gonna make longwise cuts to make them into slices. And then you're gonna make horizontal cuts to dice them. Once you have all your jalapenos diced, you're just gonna place them into the bowl and maybe give the big bowl a nice little shake to mix them up a little bit. Okay, next we're gonna dice the onion. The onion is a very hard vegetable to cut, but we're gonna start off with cutting off the edges, like how we did the tomato. And then we're gonna cut it in half from top to bottom. And then you're gonna wanna take off the outer layer of the onion because it just does not taste good. And once that outer layer is off, you're gonna take it and you're gonna cut it horizontally in thirds, like as shown. Then you're gonna make longwise cuts to make them into slices almost. And then horizontal cuts to make them diced. And if you think those diced pieces are too big, you can always just take the knife back to them and just make them smaller. Once all the onions are diced, you're just gonna place them into the bowl and maybe give it another good little shake to mix them up. Next, we're gonna cut the cilantro. To start, you're gonna take your knife and you're just gonna cut off the very top with all the leaves. And then you're gonna take that cut piece and you're gonna group them together very tightly. And you're just gonna cut horizontally and vertically until you feel that the cilantro is cut fine enough to go into your dish. Once you have your cilantro how you like it, you're just gonna place that into the big dish and maybe give it another little stir to mix it up. Next is the limes. First thing you wanna do is you're gonna wanna take one lime at a time and you're gonna wanna roll them out just to kind of get the juices going. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your knife and you're gonna cut it in half. And then this is where your juicer comes in handy. You're gonna take the juicer and you're gonna put the lime with the cut side down and you're just gonna squeeze all the juice out. And then repeat until all the limes are done. Okay, now that all our vegetables are cut, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add all of our seasonings. You wanna add a fair amount, but not too much, because you can always taste it later and then add more, but you can never take spices out. You can always add more. Okay, so now that all of our stuff's done, now we're just gonna take a big spoon and we're just gonna mix it together. And then you can just taste and enjoy. Thank you for watching my video.